Hey everybody, Pastor Dan here with another episode of your Midweek Encouragement, and it's the 9th of January. How are your New Year's resolutions going? Have you kept them? Have you already fallen off the bandwagon? By now, after the first week, statistics say that over 50% of New Year's resolutions have already failed. As we get into the second and third week of January, we find that up to 85% of these New Year's resolutions have failed. And I'm convinced there's one major contributor to the failure of New Year's resolutions. First and foremost, I think most New Year's resolutions are selfish in nature. It's all about what can I do to make a better me. You know, the new year, new me mindset. We want to quit smoking. We want to quit. We want to be on time. We want to be more organized. We want to spend more time with family and friends, and we want to work less. And those are great. Those are great goals to have. But does it really make us a new me? And it's really, most of them are selfish. Here at Living Word, we are focused on building community. Our mission is to build meaningful relationships between God and people, and that's what we are after. And so as we look at the new year and we look at New Year's resolutions, I think we should just throw that out the window. And maybe we should focus on what can we do to build people up, to build the kingdom, because that's really what we're after. How can we connect with other people, and how can we connect how can we connect people with God, and how can we connect ourselves with God more? And just some thoughts and some practical applications, if you would. The first thing, I think that we could be more forgiving. The Bible says if we forgive, we'll be forgiven. And I know that over the holidays, it's a time where family and friends get together, and there's a high probability for conflict in those scenarios. And what if we just let those things go? What if we just committed to being more forgiving of other people? And what if we were more thankful? Science backs up that a morning spent being thankful carries through the day, and it makes our mindset more positive towards others, towards our work, and towards God. So what if we woke up in the morning and we committed to saying and thinking about the blessings that God gave us, and we are more thankful? And then as we turn to other people, what if we as a church, what if we as Christians were more encouraging to others? What if whenever we found out somebody was down and out and down on their luck, so to speak, what if we picked up the phone and just made a phone call to them? Not to really do anything but listen and encourage them. The Bible really tells us that is part of our job as Christians, is to encourage others. And then, what if we were radically generous? Now, I'm not talking about coming to church and tithing, though that's important. We should do that. But what if we were generous in our spirit, in our finances, in our time, and in the things that God has blessed us with? What if we were more generous towards other people? I think that it would change our church. But it would change you, it would change me, and it would change the way that we saw people, and it would change the way that people saw us. And when we are called by God to be set apart, to be holy, part of that is not just for our benefit, but for the benefit of those people who don't know Christ. And they would look at us differently if we were more generous, more encouraging, if we were thankful and more forgiving of everybody else, and even ourselves. So, again, New Year's resolutions are great, and I think we should endeavor to be better people. We should try to cut out habits that aren't good for us. We should try to be more on time and more organized and better stewards of the time and talents and treasure that God gives us. But I think that we should be radically generous. And I think that we should be abundantly encouraging, and we should be thankful and forgiving of others. And so that is my midweek encouragement. Why don't we as a church try to do those things? I hope to see you this Sunday at 10:30 for morning worship and 9:30 for Sunday school. Our small groups start next week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm really excited about that, and I really hope that you are too. But mainly, I hope that we get a chance to connect and share with each other on Sunday and next week, starting with the small group, TLC groups. Living Word, it truly is a place where we can experience God's relentless love, His amazing grace, and His undeserved forgiveness. Until I see you again, God bless. We'll see you soon.